Welcome, everyone. I'm absolutely delighted to have you join me, Cairo Secure Facebook Live members. We cannot be more thankful and grateful to be with you this holiday season because let's face it, we have had an extraordinary year. If you feel like I do, I'm just glad it's over. And I think one of the big pieces to 2020 being ended is to end it with a grateful heart. And so today we're going to talk about the ABCs of a healthy holiday season and how you can make it extraordinary for your patients. So let's begin. First and foremost, I cannot thank our corporate sponsors enough. I cannot thank you enough because you've been here week after week learning and upgrading your skill sets. So we start with a grateful shout out to all of our sponsors on this slide and also a grateful shout out to you because without you, we could not be doing the amazing things that you're going to see today without you. So let's get started. We have a fantastic overview that I want to share with you. We're going to talk about what does it mean to make this holiday season the best ever. Because we've had such difficult times, now is the time to allow laughter back into our lives, to find the opportunities for self-care. Most importantly, maybe a little rest and relaxation because we've all scrambled. We've scrambled because we had to learn new things really quickly. What does it mean to keep my office open? How do I do all of the things that are being requested of me now? So I'm hoping that this is going to be your very best holiday season on record. And to do that, today's presentation is all about trying to make sure we can, as a profession, ensure the health of our community. So let's get started. First and foremost, fantastic article if you have not read it yet. This is the Thrive Global's article that was posted for the ABCs of a fun-filled holiday season. Thrive Global's mission is to end the burnout epidemic with sustainable science-based solutions that really unlock the employee's performance and enhance well-being. If you're familiar with Arianna Huffington, otherwise known as the co-founder of the Huffington Post, you are well aware of her success. She created the outlet Thrive Global after she experienced sleep deprivation and exhaustion in 2007 due to stress and burnout. Colleagues, I get it. It's not been the easiest year, but listen, there's ways to reach out and do better. And that's exactly what she did. She wanted a better way to incorporate stress reduction and help her readers thrive. Hence, that's why we're in this particular publication is we want a better way to incorporate chiropractic care, and we do that as a profession to enhance the performance and improve well-being. And it keeps health at the core aspect. And we all know a lot of our patients are not sleeping well. So we start talking about better sleep. What are the ABCs of a fun filled holiday season in this article? It starts with the A. The A is awareness and gratitude. And for that, I am fully aware that you could be doing something other than watching this Facebook Live. So I am not only aware of you, I am grateful for you. That's part of the A in our awareness and gratitude. B, you need to build self care moments into your life. And I'm talking to you, chiropractor. I've been a chiropractor for 25 years. And sometimes we put ourselves last. And in order to be the very best we can be, have those self care moments. And you know what they are, the things that make you happy, the things that make you smile, joining in laughter. And that's part of that building the self care moments. And C, connecting. Connecting with those you love. I'm connecting with you right now. Even though I can't see your face, I know you're there. I see the numbers come in, I see the comments come in, and I can't be more grateful to connect with you. And I'm hoping that you will find the connection with your loved ones as well as your patients to make this an enjoyable, important holiday season. This article places the ABCs of a fun filled holiday season at the forefront to good health. So I want to ensure that you get that out to your patients, maybe even your friends and family, because we can all really benefit from it. Speaking of benefit, we have some new infographics. While we're all working in overdrive during this pandemic, we have made some new infographics that now only you, as the DC, put in this place can explain. And one of them is explaining the popping sound during an adjustment, sleeping better with chiropractic, and how chiropractic can help with posture related pain if you're newly working from home. A lot of people are sitting on the couch still and they really don't understand why their back starts hurting. So, you could be the only difference, the only person that has the answer because they never even thought to ask the question, why does my back hurt? So I'm going to encourage you to get these infographics out because they're going to mean something to your audience, especially when it's a pandemic and the stress levels are up. Also, during December, our monthly theme, low back pain. Now, we're trying to make sure that the topics that the foundation is putting out there is very well synced with what the consumers are talking about. So, December, we put out low back pain. And we're hoping that with our continued reinforcement for your help in the roadmap, that you'll look at low back and the theme that it presents with all sorts of new ways of helping the patients in your community. Remember, if they're not working from home, they're doing something else and it can injure their low backs. Lifting those heavy gifts, wrapping for long periods of time, just watching those Hallmark movies might be incorrectly if they fell asleep on the couch. You have an important role in how they're looking at their health. And low back pain is one of the reasons they search for chiropractic the most. So let's keep them honest. Now, remember I just talked about a roadmap? Well, let me tell you, this roadmap is the key secret sauce because it's a snapshot of the foundation's December marketing roadmap. This will show you what you can do in your clinic every single week. Can it be more easier? I'm hoping that you can just bring this roadmap out, discuss it with your staff. Your staff needs you to provide them with the opportunities to successfully communicate to the patient that walks in. And if they know what's coming ahead, they're going to be better prepared to talk to the patients about it. So, this roadmap is a wealth of information to populate your social media channels. More than ever before, we're all getting on social media because we're looking to connect and we want to learn and we want to build more information on our arsenal. Maybe it's not me that's facing low back pain, maybe it's my spouse or my child. So let's be consistent with our social media channels, increasing that communication in your community to help grow your practice. The best part is these roadmaps are actually designed just to be easily delegated. So when you meet with your staff, you can go over them and then they can focus on helping the patient understand and you can focus on treating your patients. And moving forward, what does the roadmap look like? Well, let's just look at week 1, for example. You can first step in each month is to update your social media cover photos. Remember, your Facebook picture needs to continually change because your patients don't want to think that you're not active if they're coming to your Facebook page. So make sure you use a new cover photo at least every month. In 2021, we will have customized covered photos for our gold members so you can swap out the foundation logo and actually make it your own. If you're not a gold member, don't worry. If you're a member of the foundation, we've got you too. You can just plug and play. The next thing I want you to see on there is we want you to register for the webinars. If you attended the last one, you know Dr. DeFabio was a rock star. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, one of the reasons why we want to be on these webinars, we want to get energized, passionate, ensure that we've got all of the pieces that make our work every day easier. I can guarantee you, if you watch Dr. DeFabio's webinar, you're going to come out of there thinking, okay, I've got some more things that I want to think about. I would encourage you to not only watch it before the end of the year, start off your new year again looking at it because it was chocked full of great information. If you missed it, you can visit our video section on our website to access the recording. And you'll also see that there's another group of vaulted webinars that you can engage in. So it's constantly, you can choose the time in the day that you want to upgrade your skill sets. And that's why the foundation is with you to improve your skill sets and ensure that the community is well educated on what we're going to do. Speaking of well educated, let's look at this next slide. And one of the keys to success is being able to really have that moment of understanding and creating a opportunity to educate on social media. And this is our United Healthcare um, article, and it's just popping up here. Just give me just a second here. Oops, there we go. Having a little issue on changing my slides, and if you'll just be patient with me, we'll get this working again. There we go. So looking at this, the United Healthcare article is a piece now that you can share as a opportunity to not just speak about ourselves, because oftentimes when we speak about ourselves, it becomes difficult to get the patient to hear it. But when someone else speaks for us, that's when it gets really exciting. So I wanted to share this United Healthcare article with you. It incorporates the opportunity of how they can help themselves with low back pain, especially when they're working from home. And the best part of those tips was chiropractic care was involved. I've included the link on this slide in case you want to check it out. And I think you'll definitely find that it's an amazing article that can really help your patients experience and understand more if they're suffering from back pain. And one of those is that you can review it on our Facebook site and share it from there if you'd like. We have social media accelerators, which are sent to our members 2 times per week. And you can also be able to just do our one-click share. And I know you've all seen our social media accelerators. They're just easy and fun to move along with. Speaking of fun to move along with, nothing's fun if you're shoveling snow and you hurt your back. So, infographic wise, this shoveling snow, for those of you who've been blasted in the winter by the snow already, these 2 infographics couldn't be more relevant to share right now, especially as you prepare for that happy holiday season and you don't want anybody slipping, but you also don't want to hurt your back as you shovel the snow. Making consumers aware of shoveling tips to protect your back and preventing falls in older adults are extremely important for 2 reasons. One, by sharing information on how to shovel properly, your patients will know to look to you as the credible source of evidence based research materials that they can go to. The second part is they recognize the power of prevention, and that's a big part of it. And an opportunity of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So remember, we've already had those experiences where we're trying to help our patients do better. And by continually reminding them, it can make a huge difference. Now, you have seen this before last month. I encouraged you, can you get together a toy drive? And if you haven't already, it's not too late. You can make it a smaller toy drive just by reaching out and saying, I'm putting together a toy drive, because the reason right now I'm pushing this is because toy donations are down 40% this year due to COVID. And there is a little Johnny or Cindy out there that's looking for a present. And we're hoping that Santa will be good to them. And there's nothing more important in a chiropractor's arsenal than to activate that you care. It's taking action. And this is one of those ways. Caring really is sharing the love of the season and helping a little boy or girl see the magic that can come during the holiday season. So, we want as many people during this pandemic to have just a small, sometimes even life-changing event by having someone reach out to them and care like you can. So this toy drive can be small, but it can be so very powerful. You do what's right for you, and just remember who we're helping to make a difference in the world. Speaking of making a difference, here's some ebooks for you: Aligning with Enhanced Health and the ABCs of Healthy Season. We have 3 ebooks that were recently released and they're ready to be downloaded. On the left, we have The Complete Health Includes Mind, Body, and Spirit, which links to the adequate sleep and nutrition, and of course, chiropractic. Wouldn't that be a fabulous way to start a new year off? Is by telling your patients that the new year's here. Let's have a new you. Let's focus on our mind, body, and spirit. Let's focus on the chiropractic care and how it changes your health performance. So, a lovely way for you to engage in the future of wellness as well. That ebook in the middle is quite important because it actually activates the how chiropractic is helping the lives of veterans. There's lots of veterans out there that are going to need our care, and if we can just work together to educate them, it's a fantastic opportunity. Now, looking at that, why chiropractic is sought out by millions of America, that one talks about the adjustment. And it is so important because I have teenage boys. And one of the questions that I often get when the teenagers ask me, Dr. McAllister, what is that popping noise? They're fascinated from it. If you don't know, you can go on TikTok and a lot of the websites, 2, 3, 4 million views because they like the popping sound. Now, many of us have been in practice for a long time and we don't even hear the popping sound anymore because it's all about function. So reflect sometimes on just what that first adjustment was for you. What was that popping sound about? Did it scare you? Did it invigorate you? Were you clear on what it was? Sometimes we need to go back and look through the eyes of the innocent who have never had a chiropractic adjustment before. And then we start to see the value of what chiropractic care is and why we're talking about it. So I think it was a very valuable moment for me to start to see how my younger audience is viewing chiropractic and they're excited about it. Remember when we were back in the Wilkes case as chiropractors, we were being up against all odds with the media and the actors just pulling rank and calling us names that were so untrue and so unfair. This is a whole new generation. They don't know any of that old stuff, that all quackery, let's contain chiropractic and eliminate it. They don't know that. All they know is what you do is super cool and you are the cool doctor. So, as we move forward, speaking of cool doctor, we have on the left-hand side of your screen how to improve spinal health. This was an ad that was placed in Prevention Magazine. I wanted to remind you because today, this month is low back pain, and this is about spinal health. That was the issue that was in the past November prevention. Now, on the other side of your screen is your health is your biggest asset. And that was an amazingly well downloaded infographic. And it just really plays into why are we doing what we do? And we're doing it because we want our patients to experience good nutrition, remind them of their hydration, and especially if we're having a little extra holiday cheer, how dehydration can play a role, our posture, our sleep, our stress management, and so much more. That's what chiropractic care offers every single patient every day, and you know it. The question really becomes, do they know it? Do they know what a doctor of chiropractic is? If they don't, download this video. It's been downloaded 50 plus thousand times. And it's a doctor of chiropractic. And it shows that we're drug free. It shows the energy. It shows the mix of the younger children and the middle adults and our older population right here. On the screen is the link. I think this would be a fantastic place to put it in a newsletter or bringing it up on your own YouTube video that you're doing for your patients, because I know you're doing our PowerPoint presentations to your community. And now we get to the exciting part, the updates. Well, let me tell you this. With the foundation, we have started updating and we listen to what you say. So don't be afraid to reach out to us, because when someone reaches out to us, we incorporate the requests into our next opportunity to improve everything we do. And that is right now our marketing roadmap. Why did we redo our marketing roadmap? Because as we run into the 2021, we've heard from our doctors that they bring it to their staffs and they want to have conversations. Well, that's why we put the notes section there, because we're going to have conversations with our staff about the marketing roadmap. We're going to talk about the pieces. Maybe there's a piece that we want to share on Instagram, for example, and we want to just keep moving the needle and talking to our front desk and our back desk and our entire staff to keep the pieces rolling and keep it fresh, keep it new, keep it alive, and keep it passionate, because that's why we're marketing our practice, is to keep our community aware of what we do. Now, a little downside is falls. And in January, we're moving right into falls. And this is our cover photos. Remember, this is a benefit from the Chiropractic Foundation to you. In 2021, we're going to be using customizable cover photos every single month. And we'll unveil a new cover photo and you can enroll. As a gold member, as I said before, you can take our little logo out. You can put your name or information in. But group members, this is a cover photo. Why did we keep moving and refreshing our social media pages? Because it's important. We want to stay active and continue to educate our profession. As we go through, these are where you're going to find them on our website. It's going to look just like that, the customizable pieces. And we want to make sure that you're doing this part, because this is part of keeping it fresh and alive. And our January theme, older adults and fall prevention. Chiropractic for fall prevention in older adults is so important because 65 and older are falling. And so many of them have serious adverse events from the fall. It could be breaking their hip, or it could be even worse. A preventable fall could take a life of an older adult. And that is why we encourage you, we implore you to have these difficult conversations sometimes about stability and balance with our older population. You'll find a plethora of information on fall preventions in older adults. You can also visit the CDC site. You'll see at the bottom of this, the CDC, an overview of the JMPT article that talks about why, as chiropractors, we need to ensure that our patients that are older feel comfortable talking about their balance, feel comfortable about their stretching, their flexibility, their mobility. And that's where we are different from so many other physicians, is we're going to focus on prevention. Now, I can't tell you how excited I am about this next piece. I want you all to recognize that we need to get more listeners, the eyes and ears on chiropractic. And so to do this in 2021, since it's been such a strange 2020, we wanted to jump it or pump it up a notch. And in order to do that, we are launching on January 6th a new podcast. And it is called Adjusted Reality, Trusted by the Adjusted. It's going to be available on Apple Music, Buzzsprout, Spotify, Pandora, and any major streaming service for podcasts. You can tune in and listen to me interviewing celebrities, actors, health and wellness experts, and influencers, utilizing the platform to naturally tie in chiropractic care into the conversation. We are in the last stage of finalizing our podcast tutorial so that you, as a member of the foundation, can share it with your patients and utilize it yourself. These tutorials will actually walk you through how to listen and share the podcast episodes so you can share with your patients in the community. It is a win-win all the way around. And it actually provides us with one more channel and one more opportunity to open up the eyes and the ears and the hearts of our listeners and inform them of the adjusted reality. This is probably one of the most exciting times because so many millions of Americans are turning to podcasts to actually learn more. So let's make this an extraordinarily new and exciting moment for the chiropractic profession. Speaking of exciting moments, another big one is 2021. The Olympics on February 1st, 2021. We will be launching our Olympic campaign focused on optimizing performance with chiropractic care. While the Olympics were postponed to July 2021, we are ready and can't wait for our 30-second TV commercial to go live and run 5 times on NBC networks, reaching over 240 million individuals. Be on the lookout for a special alert from the foundation on February 1st. All gold members of the foundation will receive first access to the commercial file, as well as a beautiful 18 by 24 poster featuring Dr. Erica Witter Davis. The commercial talent to print and share wherever you want to. I would print a dozen of these and go around my community wherever I treat patients, whether it be in a high school, whether it be in a local Starbucks. If you can share this commercial in your newsletters, if you can share this poster anywhere that might be effective, maybe there's a gym or a CrossFit, you want them to see that chiropractic care is elevating the health, optimizing performance for all of these Olympic athletes. Listen, you're going to be amazed. I'll tell you why. You're going to see Olympic athletes every single month showcasing their comments and their experience with chiropractic. Testimonials are the most effective way to get patients to actually understand and resonate with them, because it's one thing for us to say it, it's a whole other thing for a world class athlete to talk about chiropractic care. So I hope you're ready for that experience. Now, let's talk about those 25,000 hits. That was just a 15-second commercial that we put out there. Two versions actually. It was a 15-second and a 30-second. We got 25,000 hits to our Find a Doctor directory. Can you imagine what an Olympic commercial will do for us as a profession? Are they going to find you in that Find a Doctor directory? Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not with us, you're not going to be in the Find a Doctor directory. And the most important thing we can do is bring a patient to a doctor so they can experience the benefits and share with their friends, family, and colleagues. So, being part of the foundation means you're in the Find a Doctor directory, which means during the Olympics and every month leading up when we do our native ads all over the internet and in-app opportunities where they can see us between commercials or video game stops. This is where they find you, friends, as a member of the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress. And I can't contain my excitement, because I know that when we connect patients with doctors, the world changes for everyone. Speaking of the world changing for everyone, don't you love nurse practitioners? I personally do. In fact, my very first front desk, I trained her, and her whole goal was to be a nurse. And she became a nurse, and she refers patients like nobody else. Nurse practitioners are an amazing force. They're trusted, they're loved, and they bring opportunity in communication because they spend a lot of time with the patients. So, what did we do? We're advertising to the nurse practitioners. This month and next month, November and December, you can see we have a full page ad. That full page ad is primarily to showcase the effective chiropractic care that you and I both know is important if they're suffering. And the nurse is willing to understand non pharmacological care, and they want the best for their patients as well. So I want you to feel proud that we're going to be not just educating our patients and consumers in our neighborhood, but also our healthcare providers this month, which is so very, very important. Now, moving on, speaking of very important, I want to share for you the entire month. It's a happy holiday video for you and to share the excitement that we have explored. So for one moment, just watch, sit back, relax, and let's see what the foundation was up to this year. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an absolutely fantastic experience to be with you. As we go in and prepare for the holidays, keep the ABCs in mind. You're an extraordinary chiropractic professional, and I want to make sure that you're ready to take on the best year you've ever seen, 2021. Remind yourself about the awareness and gratitude, build that self care moment, and connect with your loved ones. And I thank you for connecting with the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress. Be sure to connect back next Tuesday because you're going to have another rock star, Dr. Judd Sprandel. He's going to be giving you some amazing information you do not want to miss. This is an important opportunity for you to sharpen the saw for 2021. I hope you all have a fantastic, happy, healthy holiday season. I look forward to seeing you back here in 2021. All the very best.